Hey guys, welcome to my video. I'm not very good at intros, so I'm just gonna kind of get into it. Quick disclaimer, most of what I'm talking about in this video comes from the perspective of someone who lives in the United States. I do not know how things like coupons or the websites mentioned work in other countries, just like where I live, so please be aware of that. And I'll get into it. This video's kind of like how to shop for art supplies on a budget, just how to save money, because that stuff's expensive. It can be expensive, and it can be expensive fast. So yeah, let me get into it. My first piece of advice is to learn to shop deals. What do I mean by that? Learn to shop English, Keisha. Shop sales and use coupons. This applies in person and online, but online you can kind of do price checking and shop around a bit easier. So, for example, on Dick Blick, Copic Chow markers are $3.99. Kind of like that's the base price. That's not including like any sales they're doing, which can take off of that because that always changes. In Michael's, their base price is $6, but Michael's, you can frequently find them discounted, and you can find a coupon occasionally that'll take 30% off, even on sale items, which makes them cheaper than Dick Blick. And right now, because it's Black Friday, they have a 40% off all regular price items, and that makes the Copic Chows about $3.59 if math on the computers right, which is cheaper than Dick Blick. But they're also having some Black Friday deals, but you just kind of have to do the math, and that will save you a lot of money for stuff like that. So kind of learn to look out for those, learn to kind of pick up on when those are happening, because that'll save you a lot of money. So my second piece of advice applies digitally, mainly. Don't be afraid to use websites or apps that'll save you money. Rakuten, aka Ebates, will give you money back if you use it. It kind of acts like a coupon, but not like right away. I'll send you money back, and the percentage of money back fluctuates. So like right now, Amazon is 8% cash back at most. Like at lowest, it could be 0 or like 5. Michael's, for example, is 5% cash back everywhere. Walmart, 10%. Let's see. Blick, you can get 1%. And there's tons of others like Groupon, Sephora, Best Buy, Target, etc., etc. So that's nice. You have to get a certain percentage before I think they'll send you a check, or it can go into PayPal. Other sites you can use are Honey. It looks for coupons and applies coupon codes. An app you can use for your phone is, I think, Fetch Rewards. I'll put the name down below. But you can scan your receipt, and that works best with groceries, but you can get a few points for any receipt scanned as long as it's the first one of the day, I think. I could be a bit mistaken. I know I've gotten rewards for like Hannaford's when I can't get it in Ibotta because I don't have a Hannaford's reward card. But I still got a few points for the scanner, the receipt scan bonus. So just be aware of websites like that. Do your research so you don't get scammed. So that'll help you save money or get a little bit of it back over time. And even if it doesn't seem like a lot, every little bit adds up, especially when you don't have a lot of money to begin with. Sometimes, like, that extra $20 you save eventually will come in handy. It will. It can pay for food, it can pay for medicine, it can go into art supplies if you don't need it for important stuff. Well, art supplies can be important if that's your job, but I'm hoping you get what I mean. Excuse the crunching, my cat's eating. My third piece of advice is don't be afraid to try secondhand art supplies. I've found canvases, pastels, dry brushes, paint, etc. at yard sales, and it's good quality stuff. Many people buy something and either it's not their medium, or maybe they don't have the room anymore, or they just don't do that kind of work anymore. So they'll sell it for the cheap at a yard sale or on eBay or in Facebook yard sale groups or other kind of groups, I suppose. And that's a way for you to try something new for cheap. I'd be a bit careful of eBay and Facebook since you can't really see it in person. Well, sometimes on Facebook you can go see it in person, but you never know who's behind the screen. So just be aware of that, but don't be embarrassed to pick up something at a yard sale or even a thrift store if you see something that's interesting. So yeah, just don't be ashamed of it. Don't be embarrassed. It's a good way to try new things. That's how I found out I like pastels. So, I wouldn't have ever thought to grab them at a store if I hadn't found some for like 50 cents at a yard sale. So, yeah. The last piece of advice I have kind of goes with number one, so I probably should have put it at 2 or 3, but I only just thought of it, so whoops. It's to shop smart. By that, I mean, like, look at reviews, look for quality over quantity. I'll use my watercolors, for example. My Prismacolor water-soluble colored pencils were relatively cheap. Not like the cheapest of the cheap, but not like expensive. But they're not bad, but they're kind of meh. They're kind of dry. They work better as colored pencils versus water-soluble ones, in my opinion. And my Crafter's Closet ones, they're not bad. I really like the green and yellow. But those brown shades, and especially that black, it's kind of meh. They're pretty good as colored pencils though. Like that black makes an amazing colored pencil. But they only shine with the bright colors, in my opinion. So the money I spent on a meh product, I could have spent on a few extra of like the Supra ones or the Durant ones or other higher quality ones, but I like messing around with different ones and seeing what works and what doesn't. But not everyone has that ability. So you should invest your money in good quality products that last you a long time, that work well. And yeah. That's really all I have to say, but I do want to add that for those of you who are struggling financially, don't be embarrassed or ashamed that you cannot buy things full price. There is nothing wrong with having to save money. And there is nothing wrong if you are not struggling financially with saving money to put elsewhere. Absolutely nothing wrong, nothing to be embarrassed about. We all have our own struggles, and everything will be okay. And a lot of these type of things can be applied to other things, such as food. Don't be afraid to do what you need to do to make your money go farther. Take care of yourself and have an amazing day. Bye, guys.